Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to episode 30 and flirty of the Ready Up Gaming Podcast. My name's Niall. As always, joining me today is the bald bearded bruiser, Bobby Boucher. This week, another week, a bit more light on the news, but some more than last week. If it's your first time listening to the show, Ready Up Gaming Podcast is a podcast about all things gaming. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the podcast. And if you want to ask a question, email in at thereadyuppod@gmail.com. So, it's been a week on. Things have changed. Bobby, have you taken the Viagra?
No.
Right, this is the worst purchase.
Is this going to be this every week now? Just have you?
It is. I think it's going to have to be the intro. Like,
happens.
it's went past in a reasonable amount of time.
Well,
it's just you're on hesitation now. Are you taking it or not?
Do you know what? I've no kids in it.
If you know she's not there either, you're just going to take it alone or what?
No, she's waiting to see that Barbie movie now. It's like 20 past 6 or half 6 or something like that. So she'll not be back for now. I think they're going for food after. She'll not be back for a while. So I'm on the beers.
I think you may have a heart attack to take one, to be honest with you, mate.
See, now you're just trying to put me off it even more. I'm worried about fucking having to go and get an injection in the fucking jab's eye and then.
Wait, you put worse in your body, that's all I'm saying. Fucking a Viagra pill.
Anything worse in my body?
Fucking have unknown things fucking from Indonesia that you're just fucking
you're making it sound like it's like fucking dildos and stuff and fruit, frozen fruit.
You could be putting that in, who knows? I was going to say something and I completely forgot, but yeah, like I obviously said in the intro, a bit of a quiet week. We have been playing some games together. I have been balls deep in absolutely nothing in a way, but yeah. What about you? Anything new with yourself, Bobby, in this midsummer?
No,
time?
it's fucking. I've absolutely played nothing single player because I'm just every night now. It's just something co-op or something multiplayer at the minute. It's kind of taking me away from wanting to play something single player. Although I got Callisto during the week, which I haven't even opened yet.
You are the worst at playing games. You're worse than me.
I've been on co-op or multiplayer stuff all week.
You told me to play Hi-Fi Rush together.
Yes.
So you're like, oh, you play it and I play it, and we'll play it to the pod. Yeah, okay.
And then you got me on Call of Duty.
Can you not multitask? Can you not do like, jump on myself?
No, I'm a busy man.
Busy what? Fucking
busy man. I have to go outside. Physically leave the house.
So what's your plans for tonight? So no kids. She's away. She's coming back. So you'll probably be sleeping by the time she gets back and wake up with it. She'll probably find you lying face down, ass in the air for some reason, and then flip you over, and then the wee boners are. And you're dead, but you've got a wee erection.
Wonder if that would happen actually if you died. Would it just still the blood just stay there?
I don't know what happens to it. I don't know what happens. What happens with your blood? Like when you die, does it dry up? Does it seep out?
No, I think you start turning blue because I didn't know this actually. But when you die, they actually remove all the blood from you.
Oh really?
Yeah, I didn't know that there until my granddad died there last year, and at the funeral, my mum was like, "Do you want to go and see him?" I was like, "No, I don't. Fuck that. I'm not going in and seeing that shit." And then my mum was like, "No, he's alright. He's dead on." Because she was in like loads of times and stuff.
Oh, he's dead on. He's still there. He's still waiting.
And then like Sammy turned around to me and says, "Do you want to go in with my brother?" And I was like, "Right, we'll go in." I went to the door, and as soon as I seen him, I tried to turn away, but like everybody was watching, so it would have looked like a bit of a dick. Turning around and walking away, I went in, and it just doesn't look. They just don't look the same. And I didn't know they actually. Oh, big time, because their mouths sewed together and all too. And I didn't know any of that.
Their mouths sewed together?
Yeah, so they sew the mouth together. So because the mouth tends to open when they die. So obviously they don't want they don't want you going in the mouth line wide open. So they sew the mouth open from the inside and they drain all the blood. Otherwise you'll start to turn blue and shit. So I didn't know all that, so I cracked up my eye after.
How'd you find out?
I'm not be doing it. Because I sat down beside her again, I was like, "You're a fucking bastard." She's like, "What?" I said, "You lied to me." He said he looked alright. He doesn't.
That's like fucking no blood on him.
Like he looks dead, and she was like, "Well, obviously," but I was like, "But nobody genuinely looks like he's dead."
Did you cry?
Very nearly.
Oh, very nearly.
Very nearly.
Sensitive times, mate. Well,
but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Well, don't like dead things. Really, it's weird, isn't it?
No,
it is weird. Like
I just thought I would see what go and see it with a crack.
Was that your first dead body?
Yeah, because I didn't go in when my granny died when I was like 15. I didn't go in. I was really close to her, like, so I was in a bit of a fucking state. so I can go in. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll go in this time. But at least I went in, and I'll never ever do it again.
It's a
I don't
very
know.
fucking morbid start to the
Isn't
podcast.
it?
Bobby's dead grounded chat with no blood on him and his fucking lip
Mental.
sewed up.
And it all came
Fucking
from
hell.
Viagra and a heart attack and dead.
Your granddad died from Viagra?
No, what we were talking about, that's where
Oh,
kind of
alright,
fucking
okay.
transition from.
When I hear him, it's like,
For
okay.
fuck's sake.
Here, do you know what I'm thinking about? Did you ever watch Hocus Pocus? The first one?
Yeah, I need to watch the second one. I actually haven't watched it. I loved it.
You know, they come with the. Yeah.
I remember watching that with my mom when it came out, and I was only, I don't know, like 3 or 4. And I can remember that because I remember going, we lived in the Shank all the time. I remember going over to the video shop, getting it out, and popcorn and stuff, and watching it in bed. And I shouldn't remember
Okay.
that, but I do.
You remember it? It was 1983.
Yeah, I was 2 then.
Well, it takes a year to come to the DVD, so.
So I was 3 then.
Tip.
Yeah,
Maybe, who knows?
isn't that insane though that I remember that?
Yeah, like the first film I ever seen in the cinema that I can remember was Bug's Life, 1988.
Great film. Great
Same year I got that Seed of Chucky on tape. Or no, Bride of Chucky it was, 1988. It was in copy. That's how I know it was that year. No, I was saying, do you remember in Hocus Pocus, the zombie man has his lips sewed up? And he's like, ooh, I wonder if that's
probably, why, actually.
Would you want you seem like the type of like sew my ass up, I don't want anything crawling up it because that makes you gay.
Just
in
in
case.
Enters me like a wee worm. Counts as penetration.
Lovely. You probably take it worms a lot. You're supposedly like your insides like fall out your hole. Push out.
I apparently shit yourself when you die. Just kind of because all your muscles are just relaxed, obviously, because you're dead.
Fuck, you're doomed, mate. See if you relax. Like you've been tensed up with these holding these farts in. The moment you die, you're fucking gonna. It actually might be like fucking a nuke going off. Hiroshima.
That's what she says. Like as soon as I fall asleep, then just like there's a whole musical band playing from my arsehole.
Big trombone, lovely.
Yeah, and the funny thing is I have a fan on right now because it's really warm, so it just blows directly in her if it does happen.
Oh, in her, so you actually what does she lie with her vagina wide open and you just let the air
just let it all fucking breeze in.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. So what are you gonna? Oh Jesus Christ. What are you gonna do? The rest of your night then? Obviously we're gonna play games.
I'm on the Bears, and then I'm gonna play some games. That's usually what we do on a night off. Like we would usually, we either get like a takeaway or something together, or if we go out very early for a meal because we just can't be bothered, and then we'll just do our own thing. She would watch her TV downstairs, and I would play my games up here. It's great.
Oh, so to kind of clarify with everyone, I told Bobby and Ciaran that last week when I had my kids minded, my daughter has a double bed. Lindsay, my wife, went to sleep in there, and you were like, "That's weird." And I'm like, it doesn't matter who it was. I want to sleep alone. It doesn't matter like, oh, she's good looking or someone's good looking. You don't want to sleep in your own bed with no one next. I like put my leg up, and I like have my leg kind of along the width of the bed. So I like having that my balls stretched out. Sounds weird when set like that.
You're lying like wide open.
Yeah, like I have my leg
almost
like a. I don't sleep naked. Fuck, I wouldn't want to be lying with my legs straight up if I'm sleeping naked. Be all the smells of the day.
Easy target, like if someone comes in to the house because you're
really.
Naked.
Do you think? No, do you think I would if I ran at them, someone naked, they'd be fucking out the door screaming?
I
don't know what's happening.
Maybe they just come in for the intent to bum, and you're easier to find.
Potentially.
You know?
So what? So you're drinking?
Drinking, having a couple of beers. Yes.
She comes home, and you're going to try and get the leg over.
I'm gonna try. Like, just happens.
Did she shower before she went out?
She did.
Okay, so you probably got a good about 8 hour of kind of rot to get into. You know, 8 hours of decomposition on the vagina to see what that's going to leave residue wise. But no, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever said.
That sounds dirty.
I have a wedding tomorrow, so we're actually recording this earlier. It's Friday, recorded on Sunday, and Sunday was a short enough episode as it was, so we literally have like 5 days of news. I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. Do you like weddings, Bobby?
No.
Okay, you're engaged. When's yours?
We're actually talking about it at the minute. She actually doesn't want anything big or fancy whatsoever.
And how she reacted to the news of me obviously being best man and having a ready up speech?
Ready up speech. No,
hello, boys and girls.
She wants something like really small, like go to the Civic Centre and go home. And I was like, no, but you can't do it. We need to do something else after it. Like
the Civic Centre is not where they go to the fucking first year, not the Shore Centre.
No, that's the Shore Centre, mate. We're not going to be going fucking wall climbing and banana boating.
Oh fuck, go for it. But, why not?
It's easy, cheap. Why not?
Fuck, Bobby, you can't fucking.
Mate, you went to fucking Italy and all, like that's wild. That's crazy.
Aye, but you fucking bring her back on the shirt, Sunday.
That's insane.
Take her at least up the hole.
Listen, if that's what she wants, there is absolutely, I'm not going to argue with it.
So you're
At
going
the
to
end
tell
of the
me
day,
that your graphics card's more dear than your wedding?
because I think like the actual Civic Centre itself is only like 50 quid or something to get married.
Not bad. Yeah, because we had to get married in City Hall before we went, but
Oh, so
yeah.
you were actually technically married then before you went?
Yeah, but you don't tell people that. We already got
Oh.
you're coming to our wedding, but it's not. It's just a celebration of
Did you
our
not
wedding.
like whisper into her ear when you were actually in Italy getting married? Like, we're already married. Like, this is pointless.
Kinda, yeah. I did it before and all. She was raging about it, but we weren't allowed to weren't allowed to talk about it. It was like Fight Club. So I don't know whether to talk about this now or what we've been playing. I'm going to save to what we've been playing, okay? But we'll just get into the news. So some things have happened. Obviously, once again, this is over to you, the host of the FTC wannabe. Talk us through about the Microsoft Activision update and everything that's came with it.
Yeah, so where did we leave off last week? It was kind of the appeal was done, wasn't it?
Yeah, the appeal it went to appeal it, essentially.
Yeah,
That
so
was the
like
last thing.
over the weekend, Sony had actually signed the agreement. So they've given, they've bent the knee and took it up the arse by fucking Phil Spencer. They've given. But the funny thing is the agreement isn't as actually as good as the one they initially were given, because the first one they were offered like several months ago constantly was all Activision games for 10 years. Whereas now this one's just Call of Duty.
Interesting.
So like that's,
So it's risk reward. They didn't want to take it just
Yeah.
in case, but they're happy enough that they'll lose all the rest of Activision.
Yeah, they kind of know now that it's happening, whether they like it or not. So they've kind of took the deal, and obviously
That makes
Microsoft just
sense.
says like it's just Call of Duty now, boys. That's all you're getting.
Because there was a chance they were willing to take the chance of, okay, well, we'll lose the revenue of all this, but we might win Call of Duty back, or sorry, we might get it where it's not allowed. So yeah, 10 years of Call of Duty, no other Activision games, and then what else? So you have obviously more notes. Do you want to add on?
Yeah, just the CMA court hearing wasn't kind of on Monday. They were arguing for, I was fucking ages. Like it was on for hours and hours and hours, because I was watching a bit before I went to the gym, and then I came back and Ciaran was watching and texting me at the same time. It was on till near enough night time. But the kind of conclusion of it all is that they're agreeing to kind of talk about it and sort this out. But the thing is, the CMA have to find a way to do it, but to do it around cloud gaming, because that's what they initially blocked it on. Because it was mentioned in the court thing several times by the judge and stuff like that there, that there's significant changes obviously to what happened regarding the whole thing. Because last week, so obviously the FTC got denied, and then the appeal got denied, and then also Sony signed the deal. So the judge was pretty much saying like that was obviously significant in the case, but that can't be brought into this because you blocked on cloud.
Yeah, so it has to be based on
It
that.
has to be based on a cloud agreement. So they're aiming to have it done. The Activision, obviously the deadline was 18th for Activision and Microsoft to close, or else they could fuck off. But they've extended it now till October. I think if it's not done by, it was 3 million. If it's not done by the end of August, they can walk away and take 3.5 million compensation. And if it's not done by the end of October, they can walk away and take 4.5 million or billion, compensation. But the CMA is looking to have it all done by the end of August there. So I can close a lot sooner than October.
Wonderful.
So I think it will.
Yep.
Hopefully, the sooner it does, the better.
That's
what actually something else I want to bring up.
What?
Regarding this whole thing, is just the Call of Duty. The old Call of Duties now have been kind of got a resurgence because the servers have been turned online. I think that's going to be.
Yeah, they say that, but then I don't know if it's just North America mix. When I went on, like I said, it's like fucking 3,000 people.
That's what I was thinking. As you went on, there was like 4,000 people, and then they're posting on Twitter. There's like 100,000. So I'm thinking, like, is that America? It's just a lot more.
And that was a weekend. That's exactly when they said it was like Sunday midday.
We're thick over here, so a lot of people don't actually stay with the times and the news and stuff like that. So they probably didn't have a fucking clue that it's on.
Honestly, see, playing it, I was like, you know what? Is this best kept in the past? Like compared to the new modern Call of Duty, you think you want it, and then you play it, and you're like, oh, okay.
The good thing is though, like if you are on 360 and you have played before, is that all your stuff's there, just exactly the way you left it, which obviously doesn't happen on different consoles. I think that's class. Like that's amazing. Just be able to pick up and you've got your old rank and all your fucking, what do you call them, loadouts and things like that all there.
That's actually mental when you think about it, isn't it? Like just
It's
that amount of
insane.
fucking
Like
detail.
I played Fallout 3. I was a good while ago. Like I just stuck it back on the Series X, and my save was there from like when I played it in 360.
No, that's the one thing Xbox is doing well. Like even all those 360 back compact games and all, I love all that.
Yeah, it's
Obviously,
class.
PlayStation's
Like,
doing stuff with the. That's what at least I like what PlayStation's do, where they have like the PlayStation One Classics games and all coming up across. Like there's loads on that, Herc's Adventures and shit. But I do like the thing with Xbox. So I've actually said to you, the guy went and got a new charging thing for my Xbox. Now I was actually close to selling it, but I'm thinking I'm going to take the jump over to just play on Xbox because even that cloud, I download the games and then don't play them.
yeah,
But with the cloud, like you can just jump on and try it and think, you know what, am I in the mood for this? No, actually.
yeah.
Instead of
It's
downloading it and then waiting on it and then be like, well, no, actually. Do
And
you
you
know
can
what I mean?
also jump into it while you're if there's something you are going to play, you can jump into it straight away while it's downloading on the cloud. Because Tim's a big user of the cloud, like he absolutely loved it.
Well, I tried MLB The Show, mate, because everyone was like, that's amazing. And then I was like, ugh, no, not really. Everyone heard that, by the way.
Did they? Did it come
Yeah,
through?
it came through. I don't know what you were trying to hide, you dirty bastard. But I was thinking, like, I was looking for a good sports game, and I don't think what would you think the best sports types of games are?
Do you know what? I used to love Madden.
Really? Like, I was like
Yeah,
thinking, should have download Madden, but is it not like all strategy? There's not really much actual
there is a
gameplay.
lot to it, but like if you watch The Longest Yard, I think you can figure it out.
I know, but in the actual game of Madden, it stops every 2 minutes.
Once you do you know American football? Somewhat.
Oh, well, I watched my Waterboy.
Yeah, see, I've watched The Longest Yard, so I kind of have an idea. Your
We're
goal,
a bit,
like
man. Your
you've
goal's
got
the
like these
touchdown. You have to, yeah.
certain
Oh my
lines,
God.
certain like quarters. Well, they call them quarters anyway. But I
Quarterback
have no
throws it back.
idea. So you've got like
You're
these
so bad
certain.
at this. Quarterback throws it.
No, I know,
Yeah.
no. Do you know what I mean? Like, see, so say the pitch, you cut it in half. There's the halfway mark, right? And then each half is divided into like quarters as well,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. It's all along them lines anyway.
Oh, what,
And
does
you have to
tennis
reach
call it?
it. If you reach it to the line, to the next line, then you're all right. But if you try like 3 times or something like that and don't get to that line, then the ball changes over to the other team.
Okay, so you have
It's
to get
something like
past a
that. You
certain
have to get to
threshold,
a
right?
certain threshold, as far as I know, anyway. But I used to really enjoy the Madden games. Like they were really good fun. There was one as well. I can't remember what it was called, but it wasn't Madden. It was American football, but it was like really rough, and you could see like X-rays and stuff like that. There, you could like
Right? Was it
bust
Blood
people's.
Bowl or something?
No, it wasn't that there. It was something else. I can't remember. It was like normal people and stuff like that there, but you could see like their testicles getting crushed and things like that,
Oh, lovely, yeah.
and the bones being broke. It was just a bit of crack, like, but it was good fun.
See, I think like football games are the best, and because it's a lot of gameplay. You know, there isn't actually fucking much tactics that you'll actually have to go and change. You can just play the game and it'll not actually come up with much tactics. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, I love NHL games, but you have so many fucking face-offs every 2 minutes. Do you remember me?
Well,
Do you know what I mean there?
what about NBA?
NBA,
Yeah,
I like
basketball.
them, but they have a lot of tactics now too. The one I was playing, I
Mm.
was like, oh, this is
See,
easy.
I think if we watch the sports,
It
it
makes
might be
sense.
just way easier for us to actually grasp. But like obviously football is, so we can just kind of pick it up and know what we're
Tennis,
doing straight away.
tennis games are great. Big
Tennis,
fan of tennis games.
I haven't played a tennis game. Do you know what? I used to
Uh,
like snooker games.
oh, really? I haven't played one of
Yeah,
them in years,
I
but
like a
I
bit of
always like
snooker.
the tennis. Um, or not tennis. I'm fucking golf. I'm talking about. Haven't played tennis in years. Golf, it would be. Sorry, I love golf games, or I used to anyway. But
I
I'd
Tiger
probably
Woods
rate
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah, I would probably rate it
Yeah.
as in like soccer, as in football, golf, NHL, and then yeah, I don't really know where we go from there.
Mm,
But but
I
mate, see that
try.
table tennis game? Woo! See on VR, unreal, 1-1.
Take your word for it.
Yeah, you'll never try it. But what were you saying?
I can't remember.
Okay, forever hold your peace. So moving on, Spider-Man 2 has a story trailer that I sent Bobby earlier. I leaked it today. It was a very
Yes.
poor quality from Twitter that Bobby just sends in the real quality one. So then I've watched it. Bobby, what's your impressions and thoughts on the story trailer?
I'm so moist for this game. Like I can't wait.
See, watching that makes me more hyped than watching that fucking gameplay. I don't want to see gameplay and stuff. Just I actually looked at it. I was like, oh, I'm actually looking forward to that. But once it starts showing me gameplay, I'm like, no,
See,
I'm
because
okay.
we know what we're getting into with the gameplay. It's going to be much of the same, which is fine because it played well. Obviously, we've got like the what do you call it, the wee wingsuit and stuff like that they have,
Oh, that's cool. I've seen that.
which is adding a wee bit different kind of traversal, I suppose. But yeah, you want to kind of know what the story is and what's the base plot anyway, at least.
So Harry's back.
Harry's
Harry's
back,
back. Craven's about. I've
healed,
seen Venom.
Venom. We've got there was another one that was fuck, can't remember. You know your wee girl Yuri, the kind of the Chinese cop
Yeah.
person that helps you. She's a villain in
Mm-hmm.
this as well. She turns,
Interesting. She goes heel. That's what
but
they
I
call it
can't
in
can't
WWE, don't
remember.
they?
Yeah, I can't remember what her name is. Something like Wraith.
Anything stick out to you in the trailer? Story beats or anything like
I
that?
think Harry's Venom.
He is Venom. That's what I wrote down when I said give it a
Yeah,
second. The reason, and you know it, is throughout the trailer he says a few times about saving the world,
yeah,
and Venom says, "Let's say something about saving the world." I'm like,
yeah.
okay,
Let's
you're
save the
Venom.
killer. So I think he's Venom. But
Hmm.
I'm curious to see what way it goes because initially, like in comic books and things like that, is Venom the actual symbiote goes on Peter first, and that's why he looks the way he is because he's kind of took off his badge and things like that onto himself.
Hmm.
But Venom, as we know in Spider-Man 1, spoilers for the end of Spider-Man 1, the symbiote's kind of on Harry in the back to tank.
Yeah,
So what way is that going to work? Is he going to come off it, go on to Peter, and then go back on to Harry? Or, that's the kind of thing, the filler that we need to kind of figure
yeah,
out.
it's strange. I always thought Venom was from J. Jameson's son when he goes to space or something like that.
That was in the cartoon that was on Fox. So it
Ah,
came back in the
Venom.
spaceship
Yeah,
and then
that's I
went
remember.
on to Peter and then went on to Ellie. Eddie Brock's
And
in this game,
yep,
but he's not Venom. But will he be Venom by the end of it?
maybe Eddie Brock was in third, wasn't he? Was that Eddie Brock in the
Yeah,
third one?
yeah.
Oh, Toby Grace, Topher Grace, I think,
I
played
wonder
him.
if
Venom,
if it ends maybe with him being Venom
perhaps.
because there's two different Venom suits that have been spotted, like actual Venom, not like Peter's Venom. Two different designs,
Interesting. And
and
then,
one is more classic, kind of like the cartoon. So
and
I'm
Miles,
wondering.
it looks like he's got his dad. Who killed his dad? I can't remember. Wasn't that your man, Martin Lee? Blew him
Yes,
up.
and he's in this. Did you see him?
Martin Lee is?
Yep, he's the guy with the long hair, the
Oh,
long
is that the one who
Asian
he
man.
corners him? Miles does?
Yeah, with the long hair. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I seen that. So I wonder if Miles kills Martin.
So I
That was a
think,
bit wrong, wasn't he? Like, negative man.
yeah, it was a wee bit. That's the first I've heard of him, to be honest. Like in the game, because I don't think he was in the
He was
cartoon.
made for the game. Yeah, he was made for the game, was he not?
Yeah, I'm not. I couldn't tell you. That's the first time I've seen him. Like I didn't mind him. Like I thought it was a wee bit different.
Yeah.
I'm
But no.
wondering. Well, I think we kind of said about this before when we talked about Spider-Man. Obviously, you're
What?
going to be Miles, and you're going to have to try and stop Peter because he goes on a bit of a rampage with the suit.
Sexual rampage.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's October. I'm excited for it. Don't want to say anything more. That'll do. They shouldn't have actually even showed gameplay. Just show trailers. I don't want to ever see gameplay until I'm playing the game. Do you know that?
I kind of let that kind of blow you away. But then people complain when they don't get gameplay. People are like, "Oh, it's just cinematics. Where's the gameplay?
Yeah,
Where's the
it
gameplay?"
depends if you're on the fence of a game. I think when it's something like, I think if it's a sequel to a game, you shouldn't like need to see gameplay. You know what I mean? If that
Mhm.
sounds silly, unless it's like a reboot of something. But like the next God of War, I don't want to see gameplay because I only know it's at least the vibe of it. But if it's a game like Armored Core, where maybe I don't really play any of the other ones and it hasn't been done in 10 years, then fair enough.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? But
I'm just
like,
wondering if they have anything else gameplay
of
wise that
course,
they're
they
not
will.
showing us
Of course, they will.
because they've showed
Probably.
us quite a lot. They showed us like Miles' kind of U power in the last trailer we got at the showcase, and then we've got the wingsuit and stuff. So I'm just wondering. I'm hoping they've got something else.
Time shall tell. So,
What about the console? What's your thoughts on it?
oh yeah, you sent it in. Look pretty cool. Bit
Yeah.
funky. Off
I'll be
memory.
getting the controller. So you can get the console by itself with the
Right.
controller, like the actual console, or you can buy the plate separately and the controller separately. So I'll be getting the controller.
I mean, that's kind of why I'm actually going a wee bit more towards my Xbox recently. My PlayStation feels like it needs an upgrade. It's like very, I don't know, it feels old now. Do you know what I mean? Because I had it since launch, and I'm like, this thing just
But it works
my
fine.
Xbox.
It's grand.
I know, but it's like my controllers are a bit shit now. Like my controllers are the triggers and stuff's a bit done in them, and like I need new controllers. And I'm like, this definitely feels like I feel like I need a new PlayStation to be honest with you, mate. And I know it's all in my head, but my controllers are fucked.
Maybe it's strange that they've done
But
this, and then you've got the rumored Slim coming as well. So I
didn't really
initially
get it
thought
from
they would do like the Slim or whatever, whether it's the Slim or whether it's this one that's digital, but you get the disc drive. I originally thought that would be marketed with Spider-Man.
Yeah, that'd be good. I don't know. It's strange now that you think about it. Actually, I'm gonna have a wee look
Yeah.
at the. You posted it in earlier. Let me just zoom back onto the feed and look at it. There it is. There. So Spider-Man 2, PS5 and DualSense review. That's cool.
Yeah, it's got like the Venom kind of, the symbiote kind of taking over it, which is quite cool. But I'll definitely get the controller and the controller man.
Cool, man. Yeah. So obviously more of a PlayStation item free. So we've got Ratchet and Clank PC specs revealed. So obviously the PC specs are out, and as predicted by a lot of people,
Yeah.
there's no SSD required, and obviously this is a big issue because when Sony marketed the game, they had stated this was only possible
Mhm.
because the PlayStation had this great SSD, and obviously when I was saying about this only possible, basically Rift Apart has rifts that do bring in different dimensions extremely quick.
Mhm.
But to be fair, right, and that's what I'm going to ask you. So I'll go through the specs and I'll ask you about it. So specs, Windows 10, you need an i3 minimum.
Yeah.
Or an AMD Ryzen 3 3100, GTX 960 NVIDIA or an RX 470, 70 gigabyte HDD, an SSD is recommended, and 8 gig RAM.
That's insane.
Now, personally, I think that this is probably taking a lot of trickery to get working on a hard drive, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to be like...
There's something being implemented, and I can't remember the name of it. They make it work on a hard drive. It's something to do. It's Microsoft some sort of sampling thing. I can't remember what it is. I remember hearing it. That the minimum specs has to get 720p at 30 FPS.
Fuck me.
So recommended specs, I've got them here, is an i5-8400. I'm only doing the Intel ones because I don't give a fuck about AMD. A 2060 and 75 gigs SSD, 16 gigs of RAM. That's for 1080p at 60.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want 1440 at 60, you're looking at an i5 11400, 3060 Ti, 75 gig SSD again, 16 RAM.
Dude,
And
that's mental.
ultimate ray
That's mental.
tracing, which is 4K at 60, you're looking at i7 700K, a 4080, 75 gig again, and then 32 gigs RAM.
So you look at my graph, that's my CPU, 12700K. Obviously, I don't have the 3070 Ti.
Is that yours, is it?
12700, yeah. I upgraded. I had the 11 originally in it. Well, I was going to get the 11, and then it was like 10 or extra to get the fucking 12700 or something, like 5 or extra a month.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people are kind of probably thinking, oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, they were lying. I don't think they were lying. I think that was just, it probably is just.
Yeah, sorry. No, I don't think they're lying. I think to play it at that kind of performance and fidelity and level and quickness and stuff like that, there, then yes, you do need an SSD. I don't think if you're playing with a hard drive on a fucking 960, it's not going to be a good time. Like,
I mean, we do see the time difference and all coming out because it does actually. I've obviously bought the game and I never fucking even played it, but the jumps that it does is class. Like, so yeah, you're gonna see it.
Psychonauts does quite cool stuff that doesn't require an
does
SSD. Yeah.
Download the first one recently.
I must try and find it, but it does this one where there's like, I don't know, it's like a door when you're in a world and you go through that door and you're in a completely different world, but you can kind of see your old world and just walk back and forward straight between two completely different enclosed worlds.
Interesting.
Because that was being compared to Ratchet and Clank. Obviously, the Xbox or just the ponies on Twitter was comparing it all.
Mate, they're fucking melters. Both camps are fucking melters.
I love it. It's funny as fuck. Some of the videos they're doing is brilliant.
So me and Bobby share a Twitter for Ready Up that I will be honest, we don't really post on. But if I ever open it up, Bobby's is very one-sided towards the Xbox, and it's fucking pure poison. Honestly, it's poison. I just have to log off. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's just they're all fucking slabbering at each other and everything. It's like a fucking war.
Oh, they were straight away out with that to do with that Spider-Man trailer. Like your man's chest there was just it looked like it was drawn on by a child. And
I know, like
Xbox people.
Ciaran sent them one there, and I'm like, the graphics aren't bad. I don't really get like to me. I'm like, whatever. It doesn't.
No, they will go frame by frame and find something to fucking give off about. That's just the way they are.
People are weirdos. I don't know why they care so much.
Like, what I'll say is some of the videos they make is very funny.
Well, look, I'm actually saying to you, with console wise, I'm happy to start just playing a lot more on my Xbox. Get used out of it anyway.
Slowly making the transition.
No, I'm not making admit that. No, I'm not biased here. I know you think I am.
Bullshit.
Do I like PlayStation? Yeah, but I just like because I grew up with PlayStation. But I have nothing. But you have to understand. See, last gen, I played a good chunk of last gen on Xbox. Like I played Red Dead and everything on my Xbox Series X or One X. Sorry,
I played pretty much all the last gen on Xbox.
Did you? No, I didn't even really play last gen, to be honest with you. I was more PC, but I did play my Xbox. I got a Pro, and then I was just going for whatever looked best and ran better, which was the One X. So played most of that when my time in game. Liked it. One X was a great wee console. Obviously talking about the Xbox, item 4. So Xbox Game Pass Core is replacing Xbox Live Gold. So the Xbox Game Pass Core release date has been set for September 14th, 2023. So if you're an existing Xbox Live Gold member, your subscription will automatically transition to the new service. That means that from September 14, you'll still be able to retain the online multiplayer network to play and chat with your friends, and you'll also gain access to a library of 25 of some of the best Xbox One games and Series X titles. So the Xbox Game Pass Core remains in lockstep with the current Xbox Live Gold price, so you'll not be losing any money. That means that Xbox Game Pass Core will cost $6.99 a month or £50 a year. You'll also still get access to exclusive member deals and discounts on selected games, and be able to access free play days. Games with Gold is no longer included in the price or the subscription, as the service has been retired in favor of a catalog of over 25 games. Similar to what PlayStation had when you think about the PlayStation collection at the time.
Yep.
Although, personally, I think the PlayStation collection quality is probably a bit better.
I don't think the quality is bad here at all.
I think it's bad, but I remember that PlayStation collection at the launch was pretty damn good, wasn't it?
If you hadn't had a PlayStation before, yeah. If
100%.
you had,
That's what I mean. Just in terms of the games, it was like you had Cryshnaw, sure. It wasn't even just like Sony games, but you did have obviously some. What Last of Us knowledge, you know what I mean? So we don't know the full lineup. These are the 19 Xbox Game Pass Core games. So we've got Among Us, Descenders, Dishonored 2, Doom Eternal, which is a great one, Fable Anniversary, Fallout 4, 76, Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, Grounded, Halo 5 Guardians, Halo Wars 2, Hellblade, Humans Fall Flat, Inside, which is a great game by the way, Ori and the Will of Wisps, Psychonauts 2, State of Decay 2, and the ESO Online, Elder Scrolls Online.
Very good.
Any
Now
thoughts?
they're also adding 2 to 3 games every year as well to that list.
Okay.
Thoughts on it? I think they need to get rid of paid multiplayer, because the whole fucking thing now, it just sucks. So you're paying $6.99 for this, right? You're getting 25 games, and you're getting your multiplayer access.
Yeah.
The next one is Game Pass, just Game Pass, which
Well,
you're getting.
it's $9.99, isn't it?
It's $9.99. You're
But
getting
no multiplayer.
No multiplayer.
That's a bit silly.
So I think it would actually be a big boost to Xbox if they got rid of the whole payment thing and got rid of the Game Pass, or they could keep this. Actually, get rid of the, what do they have? They'll have this, then they'll have Game Pass. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, keep this here. Just keep it. Just get rid of the paid multiplayer. Just get rid of that. The fuck. Have this here if you want to pay that, or you can completely get rid of that fucking tier. Actually, to be honest, the core. Yeah.
That's what they're getting rid of.
No, they're getting rid of Gold.
They're getting rid of game. You're saying get rid of core?
Yeah, actually.
And just have it $9.99?
Yeah. And get rid of online multiplayer.
And just have it $9.99?
Yeah, just have it $9.99. I don't actually think it's $9.99. Is it $9.99 over here?
I don't know, but like if me and you game share, I'm just going to get looking this, because he only really plays like, he only actually does play like fucking Fortnite anyway. Yeah. Oh fuck.
That's not there.
Nah, that's something shit. Like they know what they're doing. They're really cunts.
Yeah.
But then sure, it could be on the other 6 games it's not announced. Do you know what I mean?
It's a good deal, yes, but I do think they should get rid of multiplayer. The payment requirement for PC doesn't have it. I think they should join in, and then that leaves PlayStation the odd one out. I kind of force their hand.
Although they do, PlayStation don't have their. To be fair, Xbox games with gold's been shite for a while now,
It's been
haven't it?
brutal, yeah. It's been absolutely brutal.
Like at least PlayStation is still somewhat okay. I mean, I remember see back. I used to pay for PlayStation Plus before it was a mandatory thing. I actually played for it on PS3. It was great. You just get tons of fucking games with it. But yeah, it's still PlayStation is all right. But to be fair, man, I don't really care about them, to be honest. Game Pass is good. I was on it earlier, looking away around at a load of it. The only thing I miss on Game Pass is I wish EA had the cloud functionality. That would be nice, because I was like, oh, we'd try Madden. I was actually going to download it.
Are you sure it doesn't that?
I don't think everything does. No, not everything.
Every game has it, but I'm pretty sure EA do support it.
And to what degree, I don't know. I know Mass Effect, I think it does. So it's weird. It's just not everyone.
It's certain games that support. Most of them do. Like most of the games you can play on the cloud, but.
And does it not include? You don't with Game Pass. You don't have Ubisoft Plus. Is that right?
Not yet, anyway.
But PlayStation's does.
It has their. It's like a legacy version of it, so it's not everything.
So this is what sucks though, is because EA Play on PlayStation's what, like $3.99?
No, it's more than
Ubisoft. That. Is it? It's not. No, yeah. It's not. It's cheap.
It's like $5.99, $6.99, something like that.
Well, right there, EA Play. Fucking hope not, because I'm paying for it. Play PSM.
Why?
Don't know why. I think I play it. It's $3.99. $3.99. That's all. Yeah. And then Ubisoft Plus on the Xbox is fucking $15.99 a month. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh, you're comparing EA to Ubisoft?
I'd say EA's better than Ubisoft, personally, for my type of game.
Well, yeah, it depends on the game. I really like. I would probably swing more to Ubisoft.
So Ubisoft Play, does that come with all the first-party games at our launch? Or sorry, all the Ubisoft games at launch? Jesus, right then?
No, the PC one does.
Because EA does something similar, yeah.
No, well, the one that's in with PlayStation definitely doesn't.
No, I know that one won't. That's just a wee dingy one.
They are bringing it to console. Now, I don't know whether that is going to be the day and date stuff. I'm not sure, but I know the PC app definitely does do the day and date. But then you're not going to pay £15 a month for day and date Ubisoft stuff.
I'll just pay $15.99 that month and then fucking.
Exactly. At least with kind of Game Pass, you're playing kind of stuff that you're going to continuously play.
Yep.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. So that wraps up the news. It's a nice wee short news segment. Nothing really to add. I think there's nothing really. It literally has been a slow news week.
Yeah. It's been slow the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird at all. So in terms of what we've been playing, I'm still playing my point and clicks during work. Not during work, sorry. Been playing away at them. Outside of work, I've been like, this is the thing. I try so much fucking games. Like today, I tried The Sims. I've also tried to try City Skyline. I don't even know what I want to play. I put on Oregon, like not in the mood for this. So I jumped on some more Overwatch. Had a blast. Overwatch 2. I don't think I gave Overwatch the praise it deserved back in the day. I don't know if it was because it was 30 on PS4 when I played it, but it's a great game. Yeah, I think it was 30. Just to double check, Overwatch.
I would have thought it would have at least been 60.
PS4, if it was, I'll be. What frame is Overwatch on PS4? Is Overwatch? Let me have a wee look. It's 63 out. No, it's Overwatch 2. I'm really interested in this now. I actually thought Overwatch 1 frame rate PS4. See the Pro one.
Mm-hmm.
The Pro one was. I am a lamb bastard. It was 60. Right. I don't know why I didn't like it then. I'm going. It must have been the frame rate. No, I don't know what happened. But I did actually play it on PC back in the day. I don't know if it was just I didn't get in the console, but I remember being very miffed off about elimination. Like it was giving me eliminations when it wasn't me who really killed them or anything like that, and I didn't like that. I don't think I understood the concept of what it is, and obviously now playing exoprimal and things, I'm kind of like, okay, well, actually, I understand the way it works now completely. Mm-hmm. But you obviously understood it. But I'm not even joking. I was like playing earlier. I was like, I could actually play this properly, and it is more team based. So, why don't you tell everyone about what we actually were playing about Call of Duty?
I'm all right.
No, nothing to say.
No, apart from my internet was messed about. That's all I'll say.
To those who listen, Bobby is an avid Call of Duty player. Bobby loves the game.
You're getting all as if I play it all the time. I'm playing fucking
months. How many hours do you think you've played in Call of Duty Modern Warfare's?
I don't really like the Modern Warfare, so not a lot.
Black Ops,
a lot, but on zombies.
Okay, well, still.
Hundreds on zombies. Like
so, you're the competitive one.
Am I?
And Ciaran has beaten you, and Ciaran is notoriously bad at games.
Ciaran beat me. Notoriously bad at games. Fuck me.
He is like Ciaran's like he's a trier, and he tries, but it's not good enough a lot of the time. But He's done well. I'll give him that. But do you think he's went to his head? Do you think he's getting a wee bit arrogant with it?
Yes.
Is that what is annoying you?
No.
It doesn't annoy you then?
No, what annoyed me last night was my internet fucked up 3 times and he didn't believe me until I sent the video in.
So this is what I'm proposing, okay? A 1v1.
Yep.
You versus Ciaran.
Mm-hmm.
We record the footage and put it onto the footage of this right now. Do you accept the challenge?
I need a day.
No. Tonight.
I need a day.
No, tonight.
I need a day because I want to fucking absolutely molest the bastard.
Alright.
The only thing is, when we play online against people, I'm the one that's at the fucking top of the leaderboard, and that bombs down at the bottom.
It's not a fair.
Why is it not? Because you're in the war zone. You're in that situation.
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying
it counts.
If we're doing it as a scientific study of his skills versus yours.
If you go to fucking Call of Duty, no, hold on, shut the fuck up. If you go to a Call of Duty, if you go to a Call of Duty fucking tournament, right, and you do shit, you're not gonna say, oh no, but see him that actually finished top, beat him in 1v1.
There's just too many variables. It's not like.
You know what I mean? But that is Call of Duty. That's the whole point of it. That is.
No, but then
you're playing who in the game.
But it's just. I know what you're saying.
That he's better because he won due to fucking bad internet. But then
I won, by the way. Here. Let's face it, I was the one at the top, but we'll not talk about me. Okay, I can accept. What? On the 1v1
on the fucking 60-second one when you plugged your
mic in. The 30-second one, it was me. Who won? The 30-minute one.
What one?
That was me. The one that you were saying you lagged. I came out top.
Oh, did you beat him?
Yes.
Oh, that doesn't make me feel as bad then.
No, it was me who beat him on it.
I was doing completely fine until that point. My internet went 3 times. But on the online games, I was on top every single time. Every single time.
I'm saying I'm okay with controller. Like I wouldn't say I'm a good controller shooters. I'm good at good enough at gears, but like fuck, I'm not great at all. Like I'd be serviceable, but I would like if Ciaran bit was better at me at a Call of Duty controller, it wouldn't really upset me at all. But saying that, you and him obviously both play, and I like kind of be the intermediary, but between you both.
You like stirring the pot.
I'm not stirring the pot.
You know, for a fact that I'm the better Call of Duty player, and you know that.
Look,
and you're just stirring the pot now. You know it for a fact.
But I don't know for a fact. I'm being open-minded. I don't know
for a fact.
I don't know for a fact. I get where you're coming from. In a game, you may come up on top, but he also did come out on top.
Every time.
Not every time, not though.
Yes, every time we played, I was on top.
All I'm asking, 1v1 solves it. That solves it. A 1v1, it does solve it.
Doesn't?
Well, it solved it when you wanted to challenge me to 1v1.
But we still haven't done that.
Right, because you wouldn't play me when I wanted to play at the time.
I wasn't playing Call of Duty. I wasn't in the mood for Call of Duty at the time.
And you had said you'll turn off aim assist to play me, and I was like, that's fine then. Fine.
Well, but I'm not bad with a controller.
There's aim assist on the controller, so what my point is. The aim assist plays the game for you. No,
I don't really know. I don't know about that.
No, it obviously doesn't.
Point and exactly,
yes,
you need
you're
to point
100% right. Because if that was the case, everyone would be doing amazing, which isn't the case. But saying that, if you were to try it without aim assist, you're going to understand exactly what I mean, because your aim. We'll try it tonight. You know what? Let's do this tonight. 1v1, and we'll turn off aim assist. We'll turn it off as a joke, and we'll just try it and see, and we'll see how hard it is. That would be interesting.
If Ciaran somehow wins again, I'm not playing him ever again.
He didn't win though. I won. That was the whole point. Ciaran won.
I didn't even know. The
I was on 30.
Was fucking pissing me off. I was doing my head in. I went rogue the second game or the game after that because I was trying to download the fucking video onto my phone to show you bastards. But that's what happened. And then fucking damn me. Oh, who you shouting at? Who you being mean to?
Oh Jesus. So this is what I like about Overwatch. See COD ranked. COD ranked is so fast paced. And I was actually saying this to someone in work today. Because it's so fast paced, you aren't really working as a team because everyone's just fucking running about anyway. It's hard to work as a team. But at least with Overwatch, because you are one support, one's fucking this and that, and one's a tank, it's like exoprimal where you kind of will work as a team. So the matches do have that Kieran's going big word, camaraderie, where you're all kind of working together.
That's how I'm giggling it now.
What does that mean? Is that word a thesaurus? Yeah, friendship. But camaraderie means friendship. It does probably, isn't it? But Yeah, but like you're all working together. And at least I think on COD ranked, it's still, even though it's ranked, it's literally out the window, isn't it? Like, if I say, yeah, we'll go here, bro, it's going to fucking run in at about 100 miles an hour anyway.
Mm.
But fuck me, Overwatch was fun. But yeah, so what we'll do a match of COD tonight.
How are we going to trust each other to have aim assist off?
We're just going to have to.
Because I don't trust that bally bastard.
You're gonna just have to. What, like me with the mouse last night that you said I used?
Clearly, like you can see the wee mouse cursor beside your fucking your name. Oh no, that's from the other night. And then you plug your controller back in, that changes.
Do you know what's funny, right?
I wouldn't mind if he says I'm using the mouse and keyboard, then that's fine. But
I was doing it the wind. No. I was doing bad on them. I was like, I'm gonna try it just to see wind them up, but I wouldn't have. I would actually say it is. No, he's probably thinking.
I'm happy enough if you did.
I'm telling you right now. See you call on a controller and a mouse and keyboard. It is harder than a controller. It's ridiculous. Unless it's really far maps, but that's not really the case. But it's fucking terrible. I used it the other night. It was like, I find it more fun on a keyboard and mouse, but it's pointless because people are just fucking locked onto you. It's ridiculous. But no. So what we'll do is, would you play him? You know, you're gonna, like, I won obviously last night. I am the king COD. I'm actually not. I'll admit that. But saying that,
who do you think's best out of COD out of the three of us? Be honest. You say Ciaran, like I'm just gonna go absolutely fucking mad because I know it's. I
don't know, like,
you know, I'm Ciaran.
I've played COD with Ciaran before, and I've played other games with Ciaran, and he's been horrendous. Is he doing good at COD at the moment? Yes.
Is he doing good online at COD with us? Is he doing good online?
He was doing all right. Some matches, like
some. I was doing all right. I was doing good every match.
The thing with COD is it might.
I took screenshots. Don't worry about that.
Oh my god! Well, then put up the screenshots on the screen now. But like I said, the one way to do it is you 1v1 him, and if now Ciaran has been camping on his COD gameplay.
Oh,
we know that
he's a fucking cock.
Been hiding behind those barrels, and he's been fucking
lying down. No, just blah, 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 blah.
Terrible is. And he's not here to defend himself. But Ciaran has been on the podcast before, and people can make their own judgment whether. But you know, Ciaran does love winning. It's very uncommon to happen to him that you can tell he does kind of.
Oh yeah,
he loves it when he gets
told the missus, "No, I won. I beat everybody last night."
He updated his Facebook status and all.
Probably did. Feeling good.
Why do you get so annoyed about it? Like, you're so easily wound up.
Call of Duty's a game I get really fucking frustrated at, and I realized when I heard myself shouting last night, I was like, "This is where my second child gets it from."
Oh, when you were screaming.
When he's playing Fortnite with like the other ones and all, and the dire, they're shit, they're doing shit and all, he goes absolutely mad and just quits and all, doesn't play with them again the rest of the day.
That's
where he gets it from. Because like, I get competitive. I like Call of Duty. Once I actually get in the zone with Call of Duty, like I really enjoy it, and I don't enjoy losing.
So I don't enjoy it. Like, see, playing a match reasons and you just all run with it. That to me is like, that's all right, whatever. See, playing 1v1s, I fucking love it. Even if I win or lose, I just love it.
I don't like it.
I love the tension. I love knowing that you're raging. And if I get ahead of you, it doesn't, like, if you're ahead of me, it doesn't bother me. I also want to win, but I'm not like, oh, when do you hit it?
I don't know. I think it's just the pressure, because I know I want to.
Yeah, I like the pressure. I've told you. Oh, I love it. It's even better when that person that you're playing.
I want to come out on
supposed
top,
to be better,
like I do in the fucking actual games where it counts.
And people are just running past you and you're cutting the back of the head, or are you doing a Ciaran behind a barrel the half game?
Not if you're good. You know the map. Once you learn the map and know where people's going to be coming from, things like that, you're grand.
So you were tasked before this podcast to play Balls of Torment.
I didn't do it.
You are.
I didn't do it.
What is?
Do you know what? I just ran out of time. I genuinely did plan on doing it.
Did I just hear the Fortnite bus?
I had just strapping people above me here.
What are you above you? You on the fucking floor or something in Fortnite? You're on about the world.
Someone taking out the front.
Right, okay. I was wondering there.
That sounded like a Fortnite bus, didn't it, dude?
It did. I was like, what the fuck? Halls of Torment, I played it and I went to Vampire Survivors right after.
Do you know what?
100% a better game.
I'm going to download it now.
I would love to get your impression of it. 100%. It is better than Vampire Survivors. And that's, people, you know, sometimes you say stuff like this and people get annoyed. It's like, how dare you? And people are like, don't you and they haven't even played the game, but they're kind of annoyed. I don't know why it is.
It's like they want to.
But why is that? You're protecting a game and you haven't played the other one. Like, surely you want it to be better, because if you really love Vampire Survivors, ideally, and you're thinking, well, here, this one's supposed to be even better, you would like that.
That's what games do anyway. They iterate on other stuff, and sometimes they make it better. Sure, look at Fortnite. It was a dead game until it copied fucking PUBG and stuff and came out as a battle
Yeah.
royale. Now it's arguably it is the back actually it's the biggest battle royale there is. It's the biggest game in the world actually when you think about it.
Yeah, although to be fair, some people might like the more 8-bit style
That's
of
a
Vampire
download around
Survivors
it.
and stuff. Oh yeah, I think it's like 200 megabyte anyway.
It's like that's just the prelude, like just to try it.
Yeah, try
But
it
no,
anyway.
I've no doubt I'll enjoy it, and it may be better. I may think it's better. I don't know.
Imagine you did. Imagine you
That's
didn't. That'd be interesting. I want it for the conversation,
Yeah,
but I
no,
think you'll love it.
do you know what? I'll definitely have it done for next week, and we can kind of talk about it.
I think you'll
not
literally love
anytime.
it way more than Vampire Survivors. Like you'll be like, oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. So what I want you to do is go on the Vampire Survivors right after, and you'll be like, this is so slow. You'll realize how slow Vampire Survivors is. Like, Jesus Christ, how did I play this? It's like playing fucking. It's literally like playing a PS1 like game, bit more in terms of speed and stuff, and then going to play a fucking NES fucking Mario 1 compared to something that's more modern. You're like, Jesus, no.
Yeah.
Apart from that, have you anything to enter on what else you've been playing or what you're planning to play?
Just more on kind of exoprimal because we touched on it briefly last week, but we're only like a couple hours in. I think I'm like 20 odd hours in now. The game, what we were kind of talking about last week was like the lack of modes,
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But the game really does open up the further you get, in terms of the modes and the dinosaurs introduced. Like I'm still getting new ones at the minute, like, and I'm 20 hours in. So I think a lot of reviews or some reviews are down on it. IGN gave it an 8, and one of the things they said was like the game does really open up the more you play it, and the more you do them. We cutscenes, you know, on the analyst map. Have you done them?
no.
So you need to do them for you to
You
progress.
watch them or play them?
You watch them, but you don't have. You can skip them. Like you don't have. You just have to kind of check mark them off. So if you go into your
Right.
analyst map, it'll tell you you've maybe got fucking 20 odd sitting there that you need to do, and you click on one that branches off, and it just kind of gives you more lore and like insight as to what's actually happening in the story, which I have no idea. I'm just skipping it. I'm going once I beat the game, like to get the 1000G, I'm going to go back and kind of see what the story's all about because Tim was saying it's kind of interesting. But I'm loving it. And I sent in like kind of the roadmap the other day into the group. They've got like new modes coming. They've got Street Fighter crossover. They've got Monster Hunter. So obviously there's going to be some kind of monster getting put into it maybe, or maybe like different exosuits or skins for the exosuits. So there's plenty they can do. They can do Capcom. They can add more stuff into it. I'm excited to see where it goes.
I think it's good. I think it's a good game.
I would give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I could see it like 3.5, 4. It's fun, like, do you know what I mean? That's the main thing. If you're playing the game, you're having fun with it. So
like anybody that's maybe played like 1 or 2 hours, go back and get through it, do that analyst map, and you'll see like the whole game opens up. You'll get after every 10 games, you get a major kind of story cutscene, and you get more dinosaurs unlocked and more game modes throughout it. It's still all under the one game mode, which is kind of annoying, which is probably why people think there's just this one thing. But the likes of you're getting like sort of similar to Call of Duty, you're getting like domination modes where you're going against the other team at the end, and there's dinosaurs obviously as well, kind of fucking shit up. But it's really good. I love it. Really enjoying it. I'm going to get the 1000 gamer score on it. Like I'm really.
It's a really shit home menu when you think about it, isn't it? Like it's just the top left.
Yeah, it's so bland and
it's like
basic.
How could Capcom not come up with something better than that? For you know what I mean?
I think it's going to be a game that hopefully.
You think they're just going to add in slots? Like it's literally just going to fill out?
Yeah, because there's some kind of, I can't remember the name of it, some kind of war thing coming. I don't know where it's going to be like a horde mode or something like that, what we were actually talking about. But I'm hopeful they continue to kind of support it and add stuff to it, which they seem to be at the start, but just whether how long that's going to last and the player base and things like that. I think obviously Game Pass has helped with the player base because I haven't had any trouble getting the game or anything. It runs amazing. You obviously have tried it on console now, like, and you even said yourself, it's great. It's great. I'm really impressed with it overall, like in terms of performance.
Did you expect to like it this much?
No, I knew I would like it, but it's got that kind of hook in me, like Extraction did when I played it. I just want to keep going and progressing and leveling up all the exosuits.
You're easily pleased with these leveling up. Do you get hooked on that shit?
Yeah, love it.
So moving on, Pen Bobby, if you're happy enough, games releasing this week. Diablo 4 Season 1 has launched yesterday. We were talking about last night. Are you going to dive in or are you just going to leave it? Like, what do you feel the urge?
I don't feel the urge at all, but I paid £90 for the season thing, so I feel like I should check it out at least.
Sunken cost fallacy. That's what
but
that's called.
I've no desire to play it whatsoever.
Yeah, so that's obviously out July 20th. I see some people are just, people online's kind of, there was someone posted, there was like Diablo players right now, and it's like
A lot of
angry
people are,
faces.
a lot of people are down on it. I think they actually went and like rated it really bad on Metacritic, the user review.
What's it about? Like, is it just the end game people are getting annoyed about?
There's, I think with this season, there's story content. There's obviously people you have to rerun your character, but that's a normal thing apparently in Diablo.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I don't think the content's there personally for me post game, and
yeah.
I don't like the whole having to run a new character for the season. I'd rather just take my macro with me and continue to progress. But that's obviously not the way it works.
Yeah, it got old for me quite fast, like in terms of Diablo. It's like, okay, yeah, I've had my fill
It's a shame
personally. So
because
yeah,
it's a good game. Like, and when you were just when you were in the whole loop and doing the dungeons and all, like it was class. Like
I
it
know,
was
but
good
I'm just
fun, just mindless fun.
yeah. And moving on from there, you got CFA's Monkey Island DLC that was also out yesterday, July 20th. Are you going to dive into this, or what? What's your thoughts, and
Yes,
what is the
um,
DLC? A bit more. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
it's something similar to what they've done with the Pirates of the Caribbean, like 2 3 years ago. You'll have your five like kind of quests to do with Monkey
Monkey
Island,
Island,
which I have no. I've never played the Monkey Island games at all.
point and click game. I've bought there.
Yeah,
I'm going to play it. I already had them.
but apparently it's getting good. Kind of people are talking about it on Twitter, like saying it's really good, and they've done a good job of it. So I will be jumping into it. Probably get the 100% on it as well. Like I done the Pirates of the Caribbean story stuff. It's quite good. Like even the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff was really good. It was really interesting.
You know
It's
what's
actually
interesting
class.
about the whole Monkey Island and Xbox? Like, obviously, that's a point and click game. The new Monkey Island game that came out, that's on Xbox. But you have Xbox is very good for its point and click games because a lot of them are on Game Pass, like Broken Sword 5. But you've got one called Full Throttle, Day of the Tentacle, which is very well rated, and then Grim Fandango, which is probably one of the highest rated ones ever. It's made by Double Fine, Tim Schafer back in the day.
Yeah.
Fantastic game. You should give those a blast. They're fantastic. They are actually Grim Fandango. I played it back in 2020. So
I was
I
recently you
really
played
enjoyed
that.
it.
I can remember actually you saying that.
Yeah, it's playing. I think I got my PS5 at like or just before maybe, but I had a
Mm-hmm.
great crack playing it. Also on the Switch, it's out today, getting good reviews. I'm honestly not a fan of these games. Like I've tried a few of them. Pikmin 4, for Nintendo Switch. The fourth in the Pikmin series. Basically, it's like
Real
a
time
unit.
strategy, isn't it?
It's weird. It's something like that, and you have these wee fucking men called Pikmin, and you're running about like this. It reminds me like Grounded kind of style,
Mm-hmm.
where you're small and things are big. And then finally moving into next week, I actually
I'm
looked
I'm
interested.
kind of hovering over in this one, you know.
Remnant 2 on PS5, Series X and S, and PC, July
Mm-hmm.
25th. For three people co-op, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna check the Metacritic on it now because no IGN and give it a 10
And
or 9. Sorry,
a Souls like, which
Souls
is
like
interesting enough.
looter shooter. So it is. 81 on PC. It's a bit
I
lower than that.
wonder how hard it is on co-op. But then Remnant 1,
I
what was
played a
that
better
rated?
Remnant one. I think I have it on Epic Game Score on or Gore Score store, and I enjoyed it. It was really good.
From the Ashes.
Apparently,
Yeah.
this takes just everything of the first game and just kind of improves on it. It's like the first game is like a first draft for it.
Interesting that they have a look at
So three
top.
player, yeah. To succeed, players need to rely on their own skills and those of their team to overcome tough challenges to stave off humanity's extinction. So we need a good third person. Don't know any good third person
Steve,
though.
maybe?
Fuck me. Hey shite.
Fuck. This name's coming with
Mm,
Shane?
what's
Tim?
Shane? Shane maybe? I don't know what's Shane like. Tim's a good
Uh,
gamer.
Tim
Yeah.
not bad.
Mm.
But Kieran not bad.
No, Karen wouldn't even get past one of the fucking NPCs.
Oh, I would like it actually. I'm interested in it. Like when you said it and I seen it, I was like, Although maybe we should just press play Remnant 1 first and then
Is
go
it?
from there.
I wonder if it's 60 on
Let's have a
Xbox or
look.
whatever.
Remnant 1.
Or unless you have it on PC, because I have it on PC.
Bad PC, it's not gonna be a thing. Remnant from the Ashes, next gen patch, does it have?
Remnant 2
tenner.
PC, it's only 30 quid.
Remnant, that's free player as well on that, 4K Ultra
Yeah.
HD. Series X and S. So with that, let me just check. Series X, frame rate.
Let's see.
From the Ashes, free PS5 adds 4K or 60 FPS. There you are, Bobby.
Is
And
it?
it is, yeah, it's £11 on the Xbox. So rather than going out and buying something there first, surely that's a good kind of litmus test of, do you like the game? And then if you do, well, then you've that, and then the next one as well.
$32.99. You can get it in CD keys for the actual second one. But apparently, this one just takes everything else to the next level. It kind of improves upon everything.
Would you not want to play the first one though? That is a wee bit of a precursor.
I've played the first one, so I kind of know what I'm getting into.
Okay.
So like,
this boy's poor until the first, boys. That's the problem.
Who's poor?
Me. Funds are tight until the first. Yeah. Been a busy month, but other than that, yeah. So we may have some thoughts on that, but interesting.
I'll watch a bit about it. So like actually watch maybe a couple of the reviews.
Yeah, we'll have a chat about it. So,
if a game's fair, even I can get it on Xbox.
So by the time our next podcast will be 9 days, so obviously we're going to be recording next Sunday, so there should be a good bit of hopefully more news come out by then. Obviously it'll be the end of the month. So other than that, Bobby, have you anything you want to add? Do you want to do the outro?
No, nothing else to add. Ciaran's a cunt. That's pretty much about it.
Ciaran, you're a cunt.
Cunt, and you're shite.
And you are shite. If you want to have any questions, send them in to readyuppod@gmail.com. And remember to like and subscribe on Spotify. Goodbye.
Goodbye.